Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, another proof of concept video. This is officially build number 3 of the league. It is actually number 4 or 5 in this league. But the thing is, sometimes I just level up characters and try out new stuff and new mechanics and stuff. And if I don't like it, I'm not even gonna bother with it, making a video and stuff, because I don't see the reason. Like, hey, new video, this is the build, it sucks, don't play it, and yeah, see you on the next video, right? I don't do these kind of things. But honestly, I really wanted to make something with the new uniques. For example, on the Gladiator and the Bleed Bow on my League starter, I tried to incorporate these new boots from, I think, Ubersaurus. They called, what is it, the Tempest Rising, you know? But I decided not to, because it's like too much of an investment for almost no gain, basically. I think these are like more of some melee bleed kind of bow, like boots, but for a bow character that has the opportunity to use totems with Ensnaring Arrow or the Mana Forged Arrows, I don't think it is needed. And yeah, then I tried out some Poison Ethereal Knives Pathfinder, which I would call this the darker sister of EK Ignited Elementalist, just EK Poison Pathfinder, using the Tides of Time unique belt. But there was one big problem with the build. I tried to play it with the Mahuk-Zotl's Machination, which is a shield that gives it like a bunch of keystones, and I actually figured out a decent way to do it, but there is just one problem. You play this with like a replica Sword of Divine, and basically it has like a special node over here, which is called the Everlasting Sacrifice, which basically means if you reach full energy shield, then you deplete all your energy shield and get a buff for like 4 seconds. It gives you 5 to maximum resistance, and thanks to the replica Sword of Divine and Pathfinder with a life flask, the enduring life flask, you're basically just getting like your energy shield up, you deplete it again because of the Everlasting Sacrifice, up, down, up, down, up, down, and every time you deplete your energy shield, there is like a weird noise, you know, like it, and the fact is, like 3-4 times per second, because my ES was jumping up, down, up, down, up, down, this weird noise. Made me crazy, and I said like this could be the best build ever. I'm not gonna play that because these sound effects of the depleting mana, the energy shield, was just so freaking annoying. Anyways, what is this now, and what do we incorporate on this build? And the answer is the Apostate, and this character is actually called the MBX Apostate, and there's a lot of people asking me why I name my character MBX Prostate, but no, it's Apostate, okay? It is because we play around this unique armor. And what this does is gain maximum life instead of maximum energy shield from equipped body armor, or equipped armor items, you know? And this is not based on I need armor on my items. It's just, what is an armor item? It is your gloves, your boots, your helmet, and your body armor, right? But the thing is, gain maximum life instead of maximum ES from equipped armor items. What this basically does is, for example, these gloves over here, they have a 70 life, and they also have energy shield 192. You know, the one is because it's an energy shield base. But this is basically now 192 flat life plus 70 crafted, right? So this is like a 250 flat life on these kind of things, right? And what you would do with that is obviously some form of life stacking, and I'm also using the Untouched Soul Amulet, which gives me 48 to maximum life for each empty red socket on any equipped item. And this is the reason why I'm having so many red empty sockets. So every time I have one red socket, I'm actually gaining 48 flat life, right? So we're getting shit tons of flat life, and what do we do with that is basically getting like pretty much every single mastery and just, yeah, get all the benefits, the flat life, the increased life, because this is not even a life modifier, it's a unique modifier, so the 15% increased life is also counting, right? And basically my tree is the classic MBX tree, which just exists of, yeah, traveling nodes, more or less, right? Getting as much life as possible. Here I have like a split personality, dexterity, and life, just because I needed a lot of dexterity to get my bow and my gems and stuff running, right? This is super early. We're currently level 69. I literally just finished the campaign, and I'm already sitting on like almost 12,500 lives. So there is a lot of synergies in here. And what do we do with that? We're playing Burning Arrow of Vigour, which is a gem. This is like a transfigure gem that gives you basically more damage with Ignite, as well as deals added fire damage equal to 23% of maximum life. And if you have this kind of like HP pool, this is a lot of damage, right? So basically, stacking life gives us a lot of damage, and thanks to the apostate and the untouched soul, we can generate shit tons of life. And the good thing is we don't have to like bother with a lot of like gem slots, right? So what are we playing with that? We're playing snipe. And I know what you're already saying, like thinking like, oh my god, is this a snipe build? This is so awkward to play, this is so bad and whatnot. But hear me out. The more attack speed you have, the faster you're channeling snipe, okay? Just as an example over here, if I load up snipe, you see how kind of slow that goes, right? And the goal is to stack so much attack speed that I just have to like tip it one single time to release my arrow, so it feels like not a snipe build, right? But if I go for bosses or something, I just hold on the button longer and load it up for extra stages. And if we take something like this kind of quiver here, which is dot multi, fire dot multi, life, movement speed, damage, and like attack speed implicit, with a Widow Hail, we get a shit ton of attack speed. And now check how fast this thing is actually loading up, and we are basically just on the start of the build. It's gonna be a lot more attack speed, but what it allows me to do is just literally hold on a little bit of snipe to actually release the first arrow, but I want to get it to a speed where I don't really see a difference anymore if I have snipe equipped or not, right? For example, if I remove snipe right now and put in the burning arrow over here, this is the kind of like playstyle that I want to have, like literally just as a regular bow attack build where you run around and just hit your attack one single time, and I want to reach the same attack speed ratio that I can do the same with snipe. And the good thing is snipe actually overrides the attack speed and all the modifiers of the burning arrow, right? Because the burning arrow is like a very slow attack speed ratio, right? And even though I have to like channel it, it still shoots a lot faster. But how does this actually look like? We're gonna go here into Blood Aqueduct's run, because I have never done a map of this character. I literally just killed Kitava. We did our first 3 laps and called it a stream basically, because I was just like hitting the gym. So basically what you're doing is, yeah, you fire your snipes basically, and we do have Pierce, and we do have Ignite Proliferation, both Ignite Proliferations. Basically these little red circles over here, and if you're wondering why does my Ignite Proliferation look different, it is because of the Burning Torturer gloves. These are making like these dark red circles, right? And then we have basically Fan the Flames, which are basically these red circles, but I'm also currently using Aberrate Hooves. It was just like from the leveling. Obviously I'm gonna go in and play with the Barracks Respite later on. So not only do we generate those circles, which are super nice for something like Harbingers or Ritual or something like that, we also gonna convert or at least transfer the Ignite thanks to either the Barracks Recipe or Respite or the Aberrate Hoof. They both have like the same effect. We're giving the Ignite to other enemies in a big radius, right? So there's gonna be a lot of clearing, and we just hit level 70. Man, I cannot wait to get this build up and running, because I think this is going to be crazy tons of fun to play something like that. And I think this could actually work with everything. I think this is literally a template character that we can later on use for spell casting, for attack builds or anything like that, maybe even a melee build, because in the end of the day we're scaling so much generic damage that it should absolutely be no problem to get a shit ton of damage, right? For example, if you're wondering, we are currently using the Widow Hail and we get like a lot of stats, but don't forget, there is a sacrifice support gem that basically says supported spells sacrifice 20% of your current life when cast to gain added chaos damage equal to 25% of sacrificed life, which is pretty much the transfigured version of the Burning Arrow of Vigour, but this is basically just for spells, right? But you could play something like EK Ignite with sacrifice support, because honestly I POB'd a little bit and it seems like we are probably able to reach like somewhere around the 30,000 life mark, and it's a generic build that just scales life and gets all the damage from something like the Transfigured Gem or sacrifice support or something like that. But to start things off, I want to go ahead and do the Burning Arrow of Vigour build, just because I wanted to actually almost league start this. At least I had it on my plan, but I was like, probably the items are not going to be available early on, and the first POBs didn't look that well. But now having the Apostate and scaling life through ES on top of something like the Untouched Soul made totally sense, and the numbers are looking insane. They are really looking insane. But, you know, the days will come. We're gonna figure out, we're gonna level the build, we're gonna craft a lot of stuff, and I'm really looking forward to how this build performs, how is the clear, how is the speed, and is this build going to do T17 and Uber bosses and Simulacrum and all the endgame stuff, or is it just like a kind of a meme build that we could do in the future? And just a quick side note here on the Widow Hail, how this actually works is it basically gives you 2.5 times your quiver. So if I would say 100% is what the quiver has, so adding 250% from your Widow Hail is basically a 3.5 multiplier, right? So if I would say I have like 25 dot multi on this one plus 24 fire dot multi is 49. If I take this by 3.5, this quiver gives me like 170% dot multi. The life roll basically times 3.5 is like a 346 life basically, right? The movement speed, hey, 9 times 3.5, this thing is like faster than boots, right? And with the attack speed, we are also getting like 77% attack speed, and this is why we can channel like snipe that fast and actually use it as a clearing skill. And yeah, I think this is pretty much the raw thing, right? I don't need to link a POB over here just because it's straight out of campaign, and yeah, just wanted to share my thought process on this build, and yeah. Gonna see how this one gonna work out, but oh boy, I'm so hyped about this build. I think it's going to be amazing. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.